And then we have a very big moral problem. And the basis of most human rights, historically, philosophically, legally, except for in America, have been basically superior cognitive capacities. And, as Huntington once famously said, we believe in the West that our values are superior. The non-West understands it's our ability to organize violence, which is an intellectual and technological endeavor. And that's the thing that has made us, at the end of the day, be able to be superior over non-human life forms. With large language models and AI, you actually have the first time where how do we justify our obvious superiority, not just as a culture, but as a species, vis-a-vis something that may be able to do cognitive things that we can't do. And we are the lone country that has the basis for this. Our rights are not given to us by our intellectual superiority. They're not given to us by a consensus built in Germany or in the United Kingdom. They're not built to dedicate to world peace, although that would be nice. They're given to us by our right that we were born here as Americans, and those rights are indelible. And this is a very big distinction, and it's one that we neglect and do not talk about, and for lots of reasons many in the Valley may not be interested in talking about. And then why are these so important? First of all, so obviously we have our rights vis-a-vis the machine. And then you also have, what does it mean to be in a world? But even if you don't view it that way, the reality is a large language model can do all of that work. And if it's an ontology, we can do it much, much better. So it's objectively not valuable. What is valuable is working class, vocationally trained people with specific knowledge. And here I see a tethering between the specificity of America, that we have a constitution given to us by God, that we believe in higher principles, that we defend them if we need to with our own guns, with our own free speech, and with our own rights of privacy, and the specific things that create value in the world now, meaning specific knowledge of how to build something, how to target something, how to protect data, how to be a nurse or a doctor. These skills can be very levered and excruciatingly important. So you have a constitutional and moral tethering of exactly what you would need in one specific culture, and that's this culture. But you're going to have a lot of turbulence because we're now moving from people who believe they deserved empathy, and this is when I think the biggest tensions, one of the very radical things about Palantir that our enemies do not believe. We at Palantir have maximal empathy for Americans, for the right of Americans to be free, and for men and women that actually do work.